Things are moving slowly in the cases of suspected serial rapist Sean Williams.
The 53-year-old former downtown Johnson City resident won't face child rape and adult rape charges in Washington County until 2 federal cases in western North Carolina conclude. Williams was sentenced to 95 years in prison in February for federal child sex crimes in Northeast Tennessee, but it was North Carolina where he got picked up in April of 2023 after nearly 2 years at large from Johnson City.
News Channel 11's Jeff Keeling talked with District Attorney Steve Finney about where things stand with the local case. Jeff?
Yeah, Sarah, Casey, District Attorney Finney talked to me about preparations for Williams' trials here, where he's suspected of drugging and raping dozens of women, and about the trials being delayed in North Carolina.
We knew this would happen, so we're just waiting our turn to begin the process here.
That process, trying Sean Williams on 3 separate child rape counts, followed by prosecution of a yet unannounced number of rape counts involving women.
The case still goes on. The assessment of the cases, the reaching out to the victims.
And a decision-making process about whether or not to pursue separate cases on each alleged victim that decides to proceed. A decision that appears set at this point.
We are anticipating one indictment with everybody.
That's every victim that decides to prosecute. Finney says not all will, and that his investigator, an assistant attorney, and a TBI agent all continue intense work on the case.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours on this, and that is not an exaggeration, and we're just beginning.
But ready for the next phase when Williams' federal cases in North Carolina end. Area Attorney Corey Shipley thinks prosecutors there who oppose what would be an 8th delay may get their wish.
It would be my guess that the judge would most likely side with the prosecution and say that this case has been pending long enough.
He said judges have to ensure defense attorneys have sufficient time to review materials, but that the cases don't appear overly complex.
They're going to look at what serves the ends of justice. Those are the magic words in federal court. You want to make sure that the defense counsel and the defendant have the ample opportunity to review the discovery and be prepared for trial, but also there's a public interest in the finality of a case.
A heightened interest, especially in and around Johnson City, given what comes after Williams is sentenced or acquitted and comes to Washington County.
It's important to me, more so for the community. How did this happen here?
Indictments already exist on the child rape charges.
We'll try the children first cases, and then we'll go from there.
Finney told me he believes that despite the publicity, a jury can be found and seated locally, so any trials could take place in Washington County. Ultimately, that decision will rest with a local criminal court judge.